Okay, time for test number 2 of the new maintenance unit. So this is a little test ship that I put together for my how to make a ship video the other day that I've been using to do some testing on arches since then. But it's not something I'm actually really using, and this is a PTS, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to try and tear this ship down and see what happens. So notably, I do have some fuel in the containers, and I do have some fuel in the actual fuel tanks. So maybe I'll add something, an actual item to the container too here. I don't know, just a couple of, no, nothing that would be on the ship itself. So I don't know, a force field maybe, because I don't have any of those in here. But I do have one of those in there already, so maybe a medium force field. Just testing, let's see what happens. So let's check out dismantle. So arch testing I have sitting right here. So we're going to say dismantle this construct. Okay, containers, tanks, and schematic banks must be empty. So it is not going to let me do it as it is. So that's good to know. Also, apparently some things are broken on it. So let's have a look at that. Oh yeah, so there. Look at that. Damaged. Okay, so an unfortunate situation that they have to be emptied, but not unfair. Okay, now I wonder what's going to happen with the pieces that are damaged. Okay. Okay, so it says on recycle, so I guess if we're on the recycle option, it will recycle the elements. There is also a repair with scrap option. So it will literally use just one advanced scrap to fix that which is broken, which is interesting because there's multiple different things that are broken. So it's going to use one advanced scrap to repair 3 different things. So that's kind of cool. And it looks like it is also going to take 60 minutes. So I'm going to tell it to go. And again, I'll pause the video and check back in when that's done. And we're back, and it's apparently done. So I'm gonna hit OK, and we're gonna see what happens. I kind of wanted to look at the ship first, but I didn't think about that. So I'm not 100% sure if hitting escape is going to cancel this. You know what? I'm gonna try it. Worst case scenario, it'll cost me another hour. Alright, so here's the ship that is apparently being dismantled. Got a warp drive, 8 wings, 10 containers, 18 brakes, something like that. So let's see. Okay. And it's gone. Just like that. In a snap. So here, if we switch this to elements, yeah, there's the containers, the hovers, got the brakes. Interesting, it doesn't stack them. Fuel tanks, engines, the big space engine. Yeah. I don't 100% remember everything that was in there, but I think that's it. So looks good. Nice, painless, clean. Just bundled it all up for us. That's pretty wicked. So I would call that a pretty unambiguous success. I would be curious to see how it works if the ship is broken, like if there's a lot of broken elements on it already. So I might do another test. I might smash my Anthea again, because I think it's got some pieces that are down to 1 element life again, and try that out. In fact, you know what? Let's just do it right now. Also, I do need to do another test, because the Anthea, I noticed, these force fields were red before I repaired it. These ones were black. So I think that using the maintenance unit actually lost me my recruitified and customization colors. So that's something to be aware of. I'll try and talk with someone about that. Try and not lose sight of my platform this time, because I was totally missing last time. Yeah, I lost sight of it. Oh well. Sure, we'll figure it out. We're all missing. It'll be super awkward. We'll see. I'm missing. Definitely missing. There it is. Come on. Come on. Boom. Some quick maneuvering. If only I could avoid crashes as well as I can cause them. You know what? Constructs. Filter. Anthea. The one that's close. Oh, 1.8 kilometers away. Crap. Where'd it go? Oh yeah, it rocketed out there. Alright, I'm gonna pause this video while I recover that guy. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. My ship's back. Game crashed and easy anti-cheat booted me, but I am back. So we're all smashed up again. If I recall correctly, some of these had 1 life left. Woo! Oof. Yep, okay, a lot of these had 1 life left. So some of these guys, they ain't coming back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and dismantle it. I'm going to use the repair option to repair what can be repaired, and we're going to see if it salvages that which can't. So I'm actually going to go in here. I'm going to go look at my elements, and I'm going to pull them out, so we don't have any confusion over what was pulled out where, because we're not trying to repair right now. So strip all those suckers out. Oh, ran in the room. Right, yeah, no, all those transfer units. I pulled them out of here for a reason, yeah. We can leave those in there, that's fine. Obviously there weren't transfer units on here. You know, I probably have stuff in my containers and fuel in my containers, so I don't know if it's going to let me do this. I didn't think to check what that was beforehand. I can probably at least see what fuel was in the containers. If I go back and review my footage. But as far as what's in the hub, I don't know. Okay, so yeah, the fuel tanks are pretty full. So let's see what it complains about. It's probably going to complain and not let me do it without emptying my stuff first. So come on, jetpack, turn back on. So let's look for my Anthea. Wow, there's a lot of ships here. Am I blind? I must just be blind. Oh right, it's TRN, the Anthea. Right. Not looking for an A. Okay. So, I would like to not repair, sorry. I would like to dismantle the TRN Anthea. Dismantle this construct. Containers, tanks, and schematics and banks must be empty. Okay. And for damaged elements, I'm going to want to do repair with scraps. So, what is going on with these graphics here? That's interesting. Anyways, I'm going to pause the video again. I'm going to go and repair things enough that I can empty the tanks and the containers, and then we will resume. Okay, so I have repaired and emptied the fuel tanks and the container. Oh wait, I didn't finish emptying the container because I ran out of room. One moment. For 25 kiloliters, let's maybe grab some nitron too. Alright, that frees up some room. Okay. So now we should be good. So we'll go dismantle, TRNU and Thea. And we're going to want to repair with scraps. So again, I've got whatever this weird visual thing is that's happening here. Where it's like indenting weird. I'm gonna let them know about this too. So vertical boosters, so we can see here, it looks like 2 of them will be coming back to me and 2 of them are damaged, and so they will not be coming back to me, I think. Because if I switch to recycled, it's just 4 damaged. So yeah, that makes sense, because everything's damaged if I'm just straight up recycling it. But I want to repair what I can. So it looks like I will get the core back, obviously. Some of the space engines, but not all of them. So 13 smalls, 2 of the larges. It looks like I'll get all my containers back, which makes sense. Some of my large engines, because some of them were just replaced on the repair that I did earlier in the other video. Some fuel tanks, some adjusters, container hub. So yeah, I'll be getting sort of a smattering of everything back. Looks like the warp drive is okay. 2 of the landing gears are okay. Yeah, and of course all of the honeycomb. All the honeycomb. Gotta make sure, I'm gonna check my contents to make sure that I know what of that I'm actually getting. Because I'm hooked up to the honeycomb box. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, alright, I'm gonna start this going. It's gonna start my 1-hour timer. And again, we'll check back in when that's done. And we're back. And it looks like it's all ready to go. So I'm going to hit OK on the sucker. We're going to see what happens to the Anthea. Oh, that's cool. The unit shut down. And she's gone. So quick look in here. So that's the polished brown wood that we just got back. I was just checking to see if I had any of that. We had some red luminescent glass, which has shown up. So it looks like I got that stuff back. Now let's take a look at elements. Ah, yes. Fair enough. I guess I've smashed this thing into the ground more than a few times. So we got the 5 of those, 12 of those. Yeah, I mean, this is a nightmare of a lot of previously broken elements, but it looks like it worked. It gave me everything back. So, very nice. Quick, rapid deconstruction. Took an hour, but that's not so bad. And, yeah, nothing else to argue about there. So, some of the pieces were irrecoverable, so let's take a look for crafting supplies. Yeah, look at that. A whole bunch of electronics and burners and casings and gas cylinders, injectors, a lot of frames. So yeah, no, looks like we got a bunch of parts and supplies back for the things that couldn't be repaired. I'd call that a pretty unambiguous success. So, yeah, that's how the quick dismantle feature works on the maintenance unit. I feel pretty good about that. That looks solid. So, a few questions about the repair feature that I need to look into, but on the whole, this worked really well. So, there it is. That's how she works. I imagine it'll be probably pretty similar when it comes onto the live server, but we'll see. All right. Have a good one, everyone.